People, good morning, class. So at this point in our lives, we are busy with your grade 9 geometry. Looking at that workbook. This is our register period, which is extended, so we're just going to mark the work, okay? So yesterday we stopped at this question, not so? No. So we are told that in the diagram, AB is parallel to DC. So if lines are parallel, we can use alternate corresponding and co-interior angle. Not so? So what we note here is that those angles are equal. Those angles are co-interior. Or not co-interior, so they're supplementary. And many other things we can determine. Corresponding can be formed there as well. Okay. Then we are told that NGA is theta, which is this angle here. And HNG is equal to theta minus 20 degrees. And BHF is 1/6 theta. The question says calculate the size of theta. So again, we need to set up an equation in pursuit of calculating the value of theta. Not so? So yesterday we spoke about it and we said we're going to go with the fact that angles in a triangle adds up to 180. So we said that H1 is equal to 1/6 theta, and the reason there, vertically opposite angles. So that's 1/6 theta. Then we said that angle G1, is equal to, remember these are angles on a straight line. So angle G1 plus theta is equal to 180. The reason? It's on a straight line. So angle G1 is equal to 180 minus theta. Not so? So now we have the three angles of a triangle. We can now simply say that 1/6 theta plus 180 minus theta plus theta minus 20 is equal to 180. Reason? Sum of triangles. And this triangle NHG. So of course that cancels. Or if you take 180 over the equal sign, it cancels. So if theta is one side, numbers are the other side. Again, the theta is also cancelled. So it's 1/6 theta equals negative 20 becomes positive 20. How do you get theta answer? Divided by 1/6 both sides. So theta is simply 120 degrees. Why? Because by 20 divided by 1/6 is the same as 20 multiplied by 6/1, which is 120. Okay? So yesterday I told you there was another way we could have done it. If we calculate that, we work out H1, vertically opposite. Instead of working that out, I could have said theta is equal to theta minus 20 plus 1/6 theta. And what the reason, what theorem am I using here? What rule am I using here? Exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposites. Okay, so that would have simply been that theta is cancelled, so it's 20 is equal to 1/6 theta, so theta is equal to 120. So it would have saved this and this long calculation. Okay. That could have worked as well. Exterior angle of triangle. So I didn't ask you to do this one, eh? So we'll be doing this during our maths lesson. That will be our first question. Okay. Or if we have time at the end of this lesson, we can do it. So we're looking now at page 7. You had to do page 7 for homework, correct? Yes, sir. On page 7, exercise 1. The question says, calculate the size of angle theta in each case. So what do we do here? Sum of triangles. So theta plus 43 degrees plus 69 is equal to 180. Why? Sum of triangles. So that is triangle ABC. Okay. So that is simply theta is equal to 180 minus 43 minus 69. Give me an angle of 60. 80. Okay. Let's look at the next one. Here. Theta plus 32 plus 28 is equal to? Why? Sum of triangles. This triangle ABC. So theta is equal to 180 minus 32 minus 28, which is? So any confusion here, people? You will understand. So here, to calculate theta, what do I need? I need the size of angle B. But what's the size of angle B? Theta. Why? Sorry? Angles opposite equal sides. You see that these lengths are equal. So that angles has to be equal. Okay? Right? You alright? So what do we say? That angle B is equal to theta. Why? Angles opposite equal sides. Angles opposite equal sides. So what do we say now? Theta plus theta, which is 2 theta, plus 90 is equal to 180. Why? Sum of triangles. That is triangle ABC. Okay. You get over the equal sign, so 2 theta is equal to 180 minus 90, which is 90 degrees. So theta works out to be 45 degrees. Okay? Have you done the homework, Michael?
Yes, sir.
Oh, the reason you didn't get. Okay. It's very important to do this homework. No? Also, when you watch the videos, you must have attempted the question first. Otherwise, it's futile. You're wasting your time. No? D. What do we know about D? Exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite. Not so. What do we say? Theta is equal to 75 degrees plus 36 degrees. Exterior angle of triangle. Dot, dot, dot. And is the exterior angle of triangle A, B, C. Okay. So theta works out to be 111. Would you agree with that? So that E don't need this. What can we say here? Same story. Exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposites. So theta is equal to 73 degrees plus 43 degrees. That is exterior angle of triangle, dot, 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 and this triangle ABC. Okay. So theta works out to be 116. You all agree with that?
Good morning, ladies. Sorry to disturb you, listen. I just wanted to check with you girls. At the end of term 1, there were a few girls that received letters of academic concern in your report. Okay, I'm sure you know who you are. I would want to request, was there any of...
Okay, so you all okay with that? Right. We're looking at if so what can we say about if all the sides are equal, which means to say all the angles are equal. That's so? So angle P is equal to angle R, which is equal to angle Q, which is equal to theta. Why? Because why? It is the interior angles of equilateral triangle. So equilateral triangle. How do we know that? So all the sides are equal. So there's a theta and there's a theta as well. So what can I say now? Theta plus theta plus theta, which is 3 theta, equals 180 degrees. Why is it 180 degrees? The sum of triangles. And that is in triangle QPR. So divide by 3 both sides, so theta is equal to 16. Okay. Any confusion there? Yes? Why? What's your reason? You're going to lose the reason more. Okay. You must acknowledge first it's a equilateral triangle, and otherwise you could have said theta 60 because it's sum of angles in triangle and it's an equilateral triangle. You do that one. You must state that the reason there as well, then you would have gotten it. Okay, you all okay with that? So now I want you guys to start with, that was the homework. Now I want you guys to start with, I'll give you a few minutes and I'll pause the video. You start with the sum that we left out, which was D of page. Okay, so let's just wrap the sum up quickly. So we are told in the diagram those lines are parallel, and this angle is y, and this angle here is 4x plus 5 degrees. The other one is 4x minus 65. So the question 1 says, express y in terms of x. So we know that y plus 4x plus 5 is equal to 180. Why? Co-interior angles with PU being parallel to QT. So y is equal to 180 minus 4x minus 5. So y works out to be 175 minus 4x. Okay. So that is expressing y in terms of x. Y must be the subject. You must have y on one side and everything else with x on the other side. Number 2 says, if x is equal to 30. Now if x is equal to 30, then QRN is equal to 4x, which is 30, plus 5, which is 125. Then, if we're looking at the size of this angle, which is UST, will be equal to 4 times 30, which is 120, minus 65. No. Yeah, for the minus 65 is what? 120 minus 65. Sorry? 55. Now the question says, show that NR is parallel to US. If these lines was parallel, then what do we know? That this angle will be equal to that angle, this corresponding angle. Now to prove that those lines are parallel, we prove that those angles are equal. You guys get the idea? Okay, there's another sum that is coming up later. So we have to then say that R1 is equal to, now remember that this angle works out to be 125. So R1 is equal to 180 minus 125, which is 55. Reason? Angles on a straight line. So you see that R1 is equal to, we state the obvious, we say since R1 is equal to UST, which is equal to 55. Therefore, NR is parallel to US. Why? Because the corresponding angles are equal. Okay. I know it's a lot of process at this point. If you don't understand, it's fine. Later on there will come similar sums, examples of this. I'll see you guys later. We'll call this part 1 of lesson. I think it's lesson 4 or 5. Okay.